Welcome back to Good Day State Line. Our 100th episode party is continuing with one of our favorite guests, Tim Mahoney. Tim, we've had you on so many times, but today we're going to learn a little bit more about you with some game cards from a game someone sent us called Friend or Foe. Are you ready to play?
Sure. I love doing this stuff cold. This is great. Congratulations on your 100th episode, by the way. That's a big accomplishment. Good for you.
Thank you very much. Question one is one of my favorites. Do you prefer wine or beer, Tim?
Well, actually, I don't drink.
Oh, well, then there you go.
I haven't drank for some time, so you get to learn something about me. I quit drinking 9 years ago last July.
Wow.
Back when I drank, I preferred beer, not wine.
Okay. Well, congratulations on that, too. That's a long time.
Well, it's going to be forever, so
yes.
that's the easy part. Yeah.
That is the easy
when I look
part.
back at how much money I saved, that's when I bought a fancy car. You've seen my car. When I look back and saw, how much money I saved in a year, I was like, okay, well, I can buy a fancy car now.
Well, then your answer is your car is your favorite thing on that list. Okay, so
right.
Speaking of favorite things, what's your favorite sport to watch, Tim?
Football, probably. I do like watching golf too, but football, and yes, I'm a Packer fan, so we had a good night the other night. Been a lifelong Packer fan. That comes from my grandmother. She was originally from Portage, Wisconsin, so we're all Wisconsin fans.
All right. How about siblings? Do you have any siblings, Tim?
I have 3. I have a biological brother who is 7 years younger than me because my dad knew that I was going to law school from the moment that I was born, so he waited 7 years to have another child. This is a true story. He waited 7 years to have another child, so he didn't have 2 in school at the same time. And then when my dad got remarried when I was in college, I got another brother and a sister, and we very much consider ourselves brother and sister. My other brother is the same age as my biological brother, and then my sister is 4 years younger than me.
Wow, that's a good family. I'm one of 4 as well, so I know what it feels like.
Yeah, it's nice to have siblings. Because when I grew up, I didn't know my brother. He lived with my mom,
Sure.
And I lived with my dad. My parents separated when I was young, so I basically grew up with no siblings, and now I have 3. It's very nice to have them.
Yes, it's important to have them. Tim, what's your astrological sign?
Pisces, water, the fish.
I'm a fire sign. So we could argue one day. You'd probably win because you're a lawyer, but I am the fire sign.
I know my doshas are fire and water also. I get that from my wife. So whatever that means, but,
yeah.
I'm fiery, which I think probably everybody who's Irish, their dosha is going to be fire. That kind of seems to be the way that it goes.
It's in your blood.
Right.
If you could only watch one movie for the rest of your life, what would it be, Tim?
One movie for the rest of my life. Boy, that's really tough. Might be Back to the Future. I mean, I think I've watched that movie. So that's probably one of the movies I've watched a ton of times. Shawshank Redemption would probably be in that list. But my favorite movie of all time is It's a Wonderful Life.
That's a perfect time of year for that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, another movie question. If a movie was being made about your life, who would play you in the movie?
Oh, Tom Cruise.
Oh, Tom Cruise.
Totally. Yeah, without a doubt. Tom, we're the same height.
I can see that.
Yeah, Tom and I would totally. He'd totally play me. My guess would be Adam Sandler. I think that's probably more accurate as to who might play me in a movie if I was blessed enough to have that be the case.
Hey, you could. We've been in that building before. There's a lot of history in your office building. There could be a movie made for sure.
Well, you never know. You never know. But, my daughter went down that path, so we could end up in a movie together someday.
Absolutely. All right, Tim, how spicy do you like your food? Medium, mild, hot, or on fire?
Hot, not on fire. My brother does stuff on fire, and that's too much for me. But I do like spicy food, but not like super crazy spicy. But more than bland is good. So I get the medium to hot salsa, but not the super hot salsa. I don't want hiberno peppers anywhere near anything I'm eating.
Good to know. We'll never make you try that on the show when you come visit. Our last question for you, Tim. What is the worst job you've ever had?
The worst job I ever had. I worked in a cafeteria in college, my second year in college, and basically I would run around and carry things and clean things up. That was a pretty bad job. My summer after my first year in college, I went to work for a local landowner, and I had to do all the lowest level work. I didn't get good grades in college my second semester. I mean, not by my dad's standards. So he got me this job, and every week my check was made payable to my dad to pay him back for the tuition that I had wasted on that semester. So I had to run around and mow and weed whack in like trailer parks, you know, the collection ponds. And I had to like lay sod and do stuff like that. And every week my check was made payable to my dad, and he kept a running tally, kind of like the United Way, as to when I had paid him back for that semester. So that was a pretty bad job. But by the end of the summer, I actually kind of enjoyed it. I liked being outside and doing what I was doing, but doing the work and not getting paid for it wasn't exactly the funnest time.
No, that doesn't sound fun. Of course, we know the best job you ever had is your current job as a lawyer. So before we go, Tim, if anyone wants to hang out with you, learn more about you, or needs your services, let us know where they can find you.
So they can find me at Mahoney'sGotYourBack.com. Also, my phone number is 815-656-4600. I have offices in Freeport and Rockford. And as you said, we have a new office in Freeport that I'm in that we just redid a building, so you can find me at either place.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having some fun with us this morning, Tim.
Thank you very, very much for having me on. It's always a pleasure. And again, congratulations. That's a big deal. 100 episodes is a big deal. Good for you.
Thank you so much. Coming up next, we are showing off the perfect way to celebrate any occasion at Xavier's Jewelry, and later naming our fan of the week. We'll be right back after a quick look at the weather.
Wow, I've officially done your makeup over 100 times. Congratulations on your 100th episode at Good Day State Line, Michelle. Cheers to lashes, lipstick, and lots of laughs. I love you.